जरूरत नहीं पड़ने देंगे। अकबर बादशाह ने ये कहा कि मेरे ये समझदार है, हम बादशाह हैं, सबके बादशाह है, सबके तो इसलिए तो इनको खुश हो गए और अकबर बादशाह को देवता बनाया और मुसलमानों के सारे तौर तरीके इख्तियार किए तो कंप्यूटर और फिर ये किया कि मार के जब हिंदुओं को सिर मारा उनसे फिर जब जंगे लगाए तो उसके बाद ये बगावत की और 30 साल तक औरंगजेब बादशाह अपनी फौज लिए बैठे उसमें प्रश्न हो गए और सिखों में मुसलमानों का तरीका हिंदुओं का ये है लड़ना नहीं चाहिए, बादशाह उनकी करेंगे। फिर सिखों ने तलवार उठाई और तुरंत मुसलमानों का फायदा के हिसाब से और ठीक है मुसलमानों की सारी वो खत्म हो गई और अब हिंदुस्तान के मुसलमानों में क्या पोजिशन सिवाय इसके और कोई चारा नहीं है कि उनको और पाकिस्तान के मुसलमानों में क्या हम जो तहजीब ले आए थे अकबर बादशाह की उसकी में अच्छा है। अब यहाँ जो तहजीब है वो अमेरिकन जो है तो या ये है कि वो मौलवियों का है कि सुन्नी शिया एक दूसरे को गला काटने बंद कर दिया। अकबर के दरबार में 20 शिया थे और 20 तुर्क थे, 20 राजपूत थे और सब शीरों से चलो छोड़ो वो गई ये जमाना अब जो आगे जो आ रहा है वो ये आ रहा है कि हिंदुओं में लड़ाई होगी और लाखों आदमियों से मारे जाएंगे और शिया सुन्नी में लड़ाई होगी, शिया सुन्नी में लड़ाई होगी और सिंधियों में लड़ाई होगी।
I wanted to oversee. And specifically is done with questions by, and if you think they are global questions, you can come up with your own. No. And the first question is, how do you define the development? What is the meaning of development? Because the very is much like in global industry, there is strictly a transfer of technology. If you transfer technology, you put enough money behind it, you see things, But how is it that you define development?
Do I answer that question?
That is the one question.
All right.
The second question is, how do you define change? What do you mean when you say change? How do you define change?
All right.
And how can one bring change? And how does change occur in the context of development?
All right.
And then the next question is rather personal. The next two are very personal questions. One is, in that biography of the Universe of Institute, you mentioned that you were influenced by ancient sages more than you were by modern thinking or contemporary thought. Who were these sages, and which ideas were that really influenced you?
Okay.
And you can take any of these questions and whichever one.
I begin with the first.
Okay. And then also the last question is that you were with the ICS for 9 years.
9 years.
And what role did that experience, the Indian Civil Service was a very important institution.
Yes.
That must have shaped some of your thinking.
Very much. Yes.
I'd like to also say on that.
All right.
What role the civil service, Indian civil service bureaucracy played in shaping the way you think about it?
All right.
So, okay, the first question was, how do you define development?
Let us not specify it. You are saying that some development experts think that it is primarily the transfer of technology. Now, that is a truth, but it is a half truth. It is a transfer of technology because if the third world people do not adopt the modern technology in every field, whether it be agriculture or sanitation or industry, they cannot survive. Without modern technology, there is no survival in the 21st century now. And the technology will have to be continuously upgraded. It is impossible for survival that Europe or the United States or the first world should have modern technology and any third world country should live in the 15th century. It's impossible. It endangers survival. But it is not the full truth. It is not only technology, it is also the institution. Institutions also have to be transferred. The point is that modern technology without modern institutions cannot be transferred.
The institutions should be a fit with the technology that's being transferred. You say the word modern.
Inevitably, the problem is that it is very easy to transfer technology. Now let me give you one example. In the 19th century, late 18th century, it was realized by countries, it was first realized by, as far as Muslim nations are concerned, it was realized by Muhammad Ali, the Khalif of Egypt, that without a modern army, Egypt cannot survive. And by a modern army at that time was meant to follow the pattern of France. Napoleon had completely changed both the armament and the tactics and the organization of the army. Muhammad Ali tried, not only Muhammad Ali, his contemporary was Ranjit Singh of Punjab. So you know what they did? They invited French officers in Muhammad Ali's army or in Ranjit Singh's army. It was French officers, ex-French Revolution officers who were introducing this new parade, who were modernizing the arms and now that failed. Why did it fail? Because Ranjit Singh could not sustain it. The British defeated him quite easily. He remained the king of Punjab only as long as he did not fight with the British. But when it came to fighting with the British, similarly the Marathas also, this transfer of technology or the process of modernization, or you may call it development, these are very much synonymous names. Development may mean modernization. Modernization should mean the current contemporary technology. I'm taking the example of the army. But it failed. The Marathas also had French officers, but they could not fight the British because the British had something more. The French and the British had not only the technology but the new institutions. What were those institutions? You go back and what was the difference between, let us say, the Jeet Singh's army, who had bought some French guns. They had brought French officers. They had introduced parade, this, that, the hierarchy, everything. What was missing? The missing element was one. You know, the French army or the British army was also supported by French industry, British industry, the armament, the factories. And the factories were supported by the scientific research in metallurgy. This was missing. The metallurgy research was not there. Then the metallurgy research itself was supported by the scientific attitude, the rejection of tradition and new research. That was supported by the Renaissance and the Reformation. So you see how the tree of development has these roots. The Europe acquired its superiority by first the Renaissance. The Renaissance was this. For instance, Leonardo da Vinci. You have diagrams how he was trying to picture a flying machine. You have records how he changed metallurgy, casting, all this. It was in the 13th and 14th century. In the 13th century, they rejected tradition, what we call taqleed, or following they rejected Aristotle. Do you know Aristotle says that women have less teeth than men?
Well, I certainly do. That's what half my teeth.
Yeah, but Bacon said he should have opened the mouth of his wife and coveted the teeth. He did not do that. You know, not the funny ideas. But they rejected and they said, let's find out. So Bacon's novum argument. Now let me sum up. The French army was powerful not only because it had better guns and methods of trade, but it had also the ideological basis. It was supported by an educational system. It was supported by an industrial system. It was supported by a social system. This is our problem.
And then one needs, when you say it is supported by a social system, must there be is there a uniform, universal social system? Or are social systems tailored to society? Different societies have different social systems, and is that all right?
You know, this is a question of detail, but there are two big varieties. One is a social system which is traditional, which is based on following the precedents, no change. For instance, the Hindu idea, the Manu's, if you follow Manu's principle, then we should have the caste system, we should have this hierarchy, we should have this kind of daily living, everything is prescribed. When the lady of the house gets up, she will do this puja and that. All the Chinese or these old systems, they were very conservative and they were very traditional. The new social system, the new development was that we should change. We should have the authority to change. Or in Islam, this was called ishtihad or taqleed. So according to one school, Sabda Baba is ishtihad. There cannot be any innovation. No innovation. We have